Hello? Am I live or not? I think I am. Hello. We are back after a while. I've been very, very busy, but I'm back now for us to hopefully not the last stream of Engage, but it very well could be. Hello. So, we've lost everyone, pretty much, and I'm not too sure how we're going to handle the last few chapters. So let me show you what I kind of did. And to be fair, I need to remind myself, because it was like 3 weeks ago now. So Alir's pretty much the same. She has Marth, but we might swap between Marth and Corrin, depending if we need Corrin's effects for a map or not. Ivy's pretty much the same. However, I always save these to do these on screen. I'm going to do the stat boosters. I lagged a bit, but it's all right. Yeah. Oh, well, at least someone. The thing is, I never know. I've had it a couple of streams where I've just been yapping away for like a minute and realized I wasn't live at all. So yeah, we're just going to give her the Speedwing and the Spirit Dust. This is the nice squad you have. I mean, without Panette, I'm pretty concerned. So here's Kagetsu. He's now a Wyvern Rider. We're going to be relying on him so much. So I think Wyvern Rider's better because it gives him more kind of freedom of movement. He has Axe Power 5 now, which is obscene. The only problem is Engage, particularly the late game, is really like well designed, so you can't just use one unit. But he's pretty much our one unit. I know Ivy's good, but oh, Kagetsu, we are going to need you to do a lot, my friend. Seedow's the same as ever. Hortensia, I've given her the Micaiah Engrave for lack of better option. Her avoid's 122. I mean, she's unlikely to die. However, we might need to make her a combat unit. I've been toying with the idea of making her a Mage Knight, at least for like maybe the last end game, maybe the chapter before end game, just because we're going to need that extra kind of punch if we actually get that far. Ivy third Speedwing, how many wings does she need? She needs them all. I mean, who else would we even give them to at this point? I mean, if you give them to like Saphir or someone, she's not going to hit the speed threshold. Like, the speed threshold in Engage is about 30-ish for doubling, like most of the endgame units outside of like Wolf Knights. And she's got +2 from cooking right now. So now she's on 30. And she should hopefully double most of the units that we want her to, so like Paladins and stuff. Saphir's pretty much the same. X Power 3, I think she had 2 before, can't remember. Morvi Air! Here we go. He's a sniper. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, Speedwing, why are you using sniper? That's a terrible class. The reasoning behind it is he can do massive Astra Storms. We are so low manning at this point that we need a 20 range Astra Storm, because what we're going to basically be doing is pulling the bosses as soon as we can. And he has 19 magic, so he is actually going to slap reasonably hard with the Radiant Bow. I don't think he's going to be one-rounding anything, but it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, for sure. He also has Draconic Hex, which is nice. Yeah, it's always nice. It's always useful. And those are our units, basically. The rest of them are the scrubs. And I was thinking quite hard about these. I was like, is there any way to train them up? Not really. So most of them have been relegated into staff duty, so at least they can contribute something. They can obstruct, they can rescue. Anna's still just a Mage Knight with 11 magic. She's not going to do anything. I mean, look, I'm not going to go out of my way to grind any of these scrubs up, but, you know, if there's an enemy left on 2 health and they can chip them, why not? Chloe's a Griffin Knight. She's basically just, again, staff bot. By left dancing from flying mobility. She'll be okay. She'll probably contribute more than any of the other scrubs, I imagine. Alfred is a martial master as well. Again, just he's going to be spamming obstruct. You know, even if these guys can just soak a hit, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Anna going to tickle the enemies to death? Yeah, she's not going to do anything, realistically. She might get off like a Lucina Engage attack for some chip or something. Zelkov is with Corrin. Like I said, I'll be swapping Corrin between Alir when I think we need it. Because the thing is with Marth is Marth gives Alir enough damage to actually kill things, but the current utility is going to be insanely useful, especially Firewall. Amber! This is base Amber, by the way. Base Amber promoted and reclassed into Berserker. 24 strength. The only problem is he has 11 dex, so he's not going to hit anything. But, you know, he might get one big hit off. He might get one massive hit off, and that might just be enough to make him worthwhile. He has Roy, so, you know, he'll go to holdout range. Maybe he'll smack something. He's got his personal that gives him a little bit of extra hit, but I'm not expecting much out of him. Jean's just level 1 Jean, still useful because of staves. And I didn't do anything with Bushin Clan because, like, that's our deployment basically. As much deployment as we need. I'll probably turn Bush into a staff user as well when we start using these scrubs. So anyway, yes, that is it. This team is looking grim. Yes. Yes, it is. I am so unconfident about what's gonna happen. So what I want to do first is I want to just quickly LTC Celica's chapter, which we can do like in 2 turns. I just want to do that because I want to get a support with Morvier, because when you get like a support with the characters, it gives you a better Byleth Blast, not Byleth, Alir Blast, Divine Dragon Blast, which Morvier is actually going to be pretty good for because he has both strength and magic. He's sort of like a discount Veil for us. So Celica is this one. You can LTC Celica map? Oh, absolutely. You expect only the finest LTC from this channel. I'm well known for my LTC elitism. It's the true way to play Fire Emblem. Engage plus strats, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it so badly. So yeah, you can LTC this map really easily. This is probably one of the easier ones to do so, and I will show you. So what you want is you want a high res unit. I think here-ish. Basically, you can pull Celica from here. An IV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Then you want to set up a warp. A nice juicy little warp. It's probably only really going to need Kagetsu, because Celica's going to get one shot very easily. So we need these guys. 1, 2, 3, and Alir. Yep, that works. Right, so let's just tonic up our boy. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be fine. I'm sure he will do enough damage, but it can't hurt. So where is he? It's my first time seeing this paralogue. You're not really going to see it, mate. We're just going to... I'm going to show you why I have speed in my name with this paralogue, I think. That's about it, really. I mean, I guess we could give him a resistance, just in case she really does slap. And we'll give Ivy a ring, and then we'll pretty much be good to go. Where's our bond rings? Azel. There we go. Enough units, and maybe we cover the Peter Griffin thing. That's what happened last time. Last time, Panette was on my camera. I pointed at the screen. Why is this a thing that I always do? I point at the screen as if you guys can see it. I'm just making sure that this is right. Oh, yeah, warp. Make sure she has warp would probably be a good idea. Potentia, you do not have warp. We're not going to need fracture here. Warp. Lisa's map is not a desert map. Yeah, true. So basically, if you do this map normally, for those that haven't seen it, it is terrifying. So much like in Echoes, these are canters. Or, you know, they're shoo-ins for canters. And these guys will keep spawning waves upon waves upon waves of enemies. Now, you might be thinking, hey, this is an ideal grinding chapter. No, because these enemies are really, really strong, like end game strong, and then they start spawning with Void Curse, so you don't get any XP from killing them. However, if you have a trained Anna, you can infinitely farm gold on this chapter. As long as Anna can one-shot the enemy units and has Vantage, you can just have her repeatedly kill them forever, and generate gold forever, because she still generates gold on Void Curse units, which is a bit of an oversight.
See the summoner?
Yeah, I see the summoner. So yeah, just to show you what I mean. Look at these wyverns. 51 physical attack, 28 speed, and they get stronger as well. First wave enemies grant XP. I know they do, but by the time we've dealt with the first wave enemies, we'll be overrun by the second wave. So we're just going to do it this way, I think. So make sure she doesn't one-shot 30. And then we'll set up our warp. How do we want to do this?
Yes.
Maybe right here.
What a lovely scene.
The choice is yours.
So, let's put dance for a bit of XP. Baggers Echo. All the remixes are so good. I love these so much.
Here goes.
Oh, okay. Ah, it's not going to be 2 turns. I ruined it. It's going to have to be 3 turns now. Oops. Yeah, it's going to have to be 3 turns. I'm a failure of an LTCer. Oh, dear. Your only source of defense is the Donkey Kong cannon. Speaking of, that's going to be a little bit of free XP. I mean, do we really want to use it on Anna, though? Do we really want to use it on Anna? I think we probably would prefer it on something like this. I'm going to... So you get XP if you hit enemies, which we can't yet. We might want to Astra Storm with Morvier actually for the debuff. So maybe we will use Anna. Okay, hopefully I've not messed any of this up. I mean, I did by having a Leer out of place, but hey-ho. And I love Celica's design. I think, like, some of the characters didn't translate too well to Engage's art style, but I think Celica translated really well. Gather for Warp in turn 2. Yeah, see, oh, this is the problem, actually. Have I messed this up already? Just by having a Leer 1 square out. No, don't block her in. But yeah, see, this is what I mean about the multiple waves. We might just do this without a Leer, honestly. We probably don't need a Leer. I'm scared. I mean, I guess none of these guys can come in just yet. No, actually, we're fine. We're fine. Now, the problem with this is I think the hit chance is based off your stats. So I don't know if Anna's even going to hit any of them here. Hello. Hello. Oh, she hit 3 of them. Nice. Not the best XP, but it's something at this point. Hey. We're just going to have to wait till next turn, but that's all right. We could even do... No, let's do it next turn. Like so. Move Ivy out the way. Oh, I nearly didn't do that. Like this. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played Engage since the last stream, which was, what, nearly a month ago? Tier list video when? I mean, I could do an Engage tier list pretty easily, but I've kind of been talking about each of the units as we've been doing these live streams. I probably should, like, compile all of that up into a video. I could do that. The irony about me doing that sort of tier list-esque video the other day is I'm not the biggest fan of tier lists. And I've made that known in the past that I'm not the biggest fan of tier lists. And then I do a sort of tier list, excuse me. I do a tier list-like video and it does exceptionally well and people enjoy it. So maybe I have to change my opinion on it a bit. Okay. So we should have been doing this turn 2, but this might actually be better because Celica has moved into a more open space. Warp as balanced as ever. Right, let's debuff her. Funnily enough, it might actually be better to use a physical bow against her than the Radiant. Yeah, it is.
Now I have it. Here.
Astra Storm Draconic Hex. perfectly balanced. So we'll try and pick up a tiny bit of XP, or if one of the gold guys is near, but we're only really doing this just to get an A support with Morvier. That works. Get that
You are a
witch.
kind soul.
I mean, they did sort of
However,
give her the witch
the
thing,
world
didn't
cannot
they?
be saved.
With making her whole
I've
thing
learned to
warping
take
in.
strength as well.
One alone is a plan only for failure. Both are essential. Now show me you understand.
You see, when we have Marth, Alear can actually do something. But I just wonder how much we are going to be relying on Corrin Fire. Probably quite a lot. Right, so let's actually focus on where we need people to stand in case we need Mega Dance. I don't think we even need Mega Dance here, so we might be able to pick up some kills. Look at this. Axe power 10. Axe power 5 even, which is 10 extra damage. The difficulty and fairness video was cool. I enjoyed hearing your thoughts in that context. Yeah, no, I did enjoy doing it. I'd like to do more stuff like that. I mean, the problem with the difficulty and fairness video is it was just meant to be just a kind of, I just feel like yapping about this today. And then people got quite excited about it. If I'd known that people were that interested, I would have given it a lot more thought. I didn't explain myself very well, quite a lot. But yeah, check this out. Like, Saphir doesn't even one-shot these guys. Like, so, I mean, trying to get any XP out of this lot would be nigh on impossible, really. But we'll just get some chip. I love Celica's outfit. Yeah. No, Celica's great. Celica's one of my favorite lords in the whole series. I mean, Echoes is probably my favorite in terms of just pure visual design. It's just a shame the actual game itself is... It's fun, but a lot of it revolves around empty... Ooh, let's not do that. That's a shame. They're kind of blocking Anna out the way. Maybe if we kill this one, we can give a kill to Anna. Yeah, see, even our Mega Ivy struggles without effective damage. What do you think about Frasier? Do you like it? Oh, I like Frasier. Yeah, see, this is the thing about that difficulty and fairness, is that I didn't include fun. And I think a game doesn't have to be difficult for it to be enjoyable. But yeah, I like Frasier. I like Frasier. I like Frasier, and I hate Frasier fans. I hate this idea of Frasier that it's some kind of second coming thing and people get so overexcited about it. But yeah, it's a fun game. Okay, Anna, no XP for you, never mind. Okay, let's stop messing around and let's actually just end this now before I do something stupid.
Let the lesson begin.
Oh, 11 magic Anna will not be getting 1 unit worth of XP. Hello. I mean, if we kill with Alear, this would be preferable. With the Silver Blade +1. I forgot to mention this. Look at this. Look at this. Silver Blade is affected for Lodestar Rush. 12 times 9. See, this is why I'm keen to not use Corrin unless we really have to, because this is such a good delete button. How do you recover from the last stream? We don't. We don't recover. We try our best and pray, basically. Okay, nice. I mean, we're literally only doing this to get an A support with Morvier, but we might get another couple of a bit of gold. But I think we're mostly just going to be spending gold on tonics at this point. We're going to have to tonic our carries as much as possible. Here for the crashes, just like NASCAR. I mean, last stream was unreal. I can't believe we flopped that hard on that chapter. My goodness. I mean, I can believe it. I can believe it. I mean, if I had to say the error of this run that I made was an over-reliance on Panette. I think I kind of funneled everything into Panette and Kagetsu, which when the two of them are alive is fine. But now that we've lost Panette, we only have Kagetsu, and Engage punishes you hard for only having one carry. Very hard. So that A support for Morvia, yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We'll get it from doing the like orchard and swimming pool. That mechanic that I always forget about, but it's actually really useful. Oop, ran away from this. If you're not using it but curious if you think the DLC would still break the game at this point in your run, absolutely. Yeah, imagine that. I could do all of the DLC chapters, get like 18 chapters worth of XP, train up all the scrubs, get all the DLC emblems. I'd have the silver card would have less effect. I could do the Fell Xenologue and get 6 new characters that are all promoted with good stats. Yeah, I still think even at this point the DLC would be disastrous in a way because it would just completely take away this challenge that we're now presented with. I think you're the first to make a hot take about the difficulty of Frasier actually not being difficult, as many fans claim. I think people rumble it. The problem is that people that talk about that aren't FE tubers. They're just people talking, like in Discords or on Reddit or whatever. Maybe not Reddit, but you know what I mean. The thing is, a lot of the big prominent FE tubers that, you know, go on about Frasier being difficult is because they want to look like they're cool for making it look easy. But the reason they make it look easy is because they have so much experience in it, and which is basically what I'm trying to say with Frasier. Is Frasier is challenging, but a lot of the challenge just comes from understanding the mechanics of the game and from brute experience of I've played this chapter over and over, so I know what I need for it. That's just my theory on it anyway. Who knows? I'm just one guy. I don't want to do exactly the same thing as them and say, well, because I'm saying it, that's why it's true, you know? A recover is okay. At this point, we're not going to get much out of the well, so we'll just try and get 3 stars and leave it at that. We need the gold more than anything for selling things. Okay, so let's do what we were doing that for, which is... Oh, it's the stars, isn't it? I never really used this feature until this run. It's actually really good. Like, really good. Oh, well, that was easy. That was easy. So there we go. Now we got A rank, which means if we engage plus, we get
May I join you as
all
you help
the
the
nice
today?
bonuses.
Pardon me? It is...
We're not going to watch it, though. We're still not going to watch them. But yeah, look. This, Bond Forger Plus, I think this is going to be something we need to rely on. This skill is so good. Hit and avoid plus 30. I mean, it's just going to come down to if I actually remember to use Engage Plus or not, because I don't tend to use it that much. Just pick up these, because may as well. Chloe suddenly coming back and getting supports with everyone. Morvia and Anna, I didn't even know they had a support.
Congratulations, big guy. Anniversaries like this don't come around every day.
She should have said anniversaries. Missed opportunity there. Intelligent systems. Alright, we'll do the arena and then I'll stop stalling. I'll stop stalling, which is what this effectively is a little bit. That 20 bond weapon going to be insane with endgame enemies. It's very good. Yeah. The Ligula, or whatever it's called. Any levels? Not really. Let's just give it all to Kagetsu. I mean, if we could get his plus speed over a wall skill, that'd be nice.
Was fun, was it not?
Oh, nice, nice. Them having a support is actually really good. Really good, because they're going to be flying about, hopefully. Hopefully dealing with pretty much everything.
Come, show me your skill.
I'm a little concerned about Ivy, because Ivy is a very good nuke, but she'll die very, very easily. Oh, no. One more. Ivy is fast enough not to get doubled by Kagetsu. This is what I'm saying. Speedwing investment to Ivy.
A doctor in
I have Speedwing in my name. I know how to utilize them usually. Right, we're going to need the god cooking bonus here, please. to the point where if it's Yunaka in the kitchen, I will reset the cooking bonus by sleeping, which I haven't done once this run, but it is something you can do. Don't be Yunaka. Now that there's so few units, there's actually quite a high chance of it being her as well. Do you feel like the capture mechanic in Frasier and want it to return in a future series? I know Fates has a similar mechanics, but that's completely different. So the thing with Frasier capture is it's really cool and really thematic. I like it a lot. I like the idea that, you know, you are kind of on the run and you are gathering up the weapons and stuff as you go. But from an actual gameplay perspective, I hate it because my obsession with capturing absolutely everyone and every unit and getting every weapon makes it so slow, and then it breaks apart the game. And I know you can say, well, Speedwing, that's a you issue, that's not a game issue, and it is, but, you know, that's it impacts my opinion because of that, because I feel the need to do it with every single toothless bandit I come across. Oh, these aren't great, I'm not gonna lie. These aren't the best. I mean, I guess that's okay.
Of course I know what I'm doing.
So you have any solution against the freeze staff?
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
I bought some restores.
Here it is.
I got
You
some
better
restores,
enjoy it.
Daves. That's about
Nice
it. I
flavor.
could have put Headlong Rush onto a bunch of people, but I
Wonderful
just don't have
flavor.
the bond fragments, and I don't have the space and the skills, you know, like... Okay, that's fine. Like, just gonna see if we have any bond fragments. Not really, not enough to do anything. Okay, time to stop putting it off. So yeah, the freeze thing. So let's make sure, speaking of, let's make sure that people have the staves they need. I definitely want one on Hortensia, because we're going to need to do a big restore quite often, I imagine. Like so. I'd probably rather it be on Alfred. I mean, all of them are going to die. Like, every single one of these scrubs will just get one-rounded instantly if an enemy touches them. The only one that won't is Amber, because he has holdout. Oh, boy. Okay. So with that, I think we're about as good as we're going to be. Capture addiction, I do it too. It's hard not to, isn't it? It's really hard not to. When it's an option, you just feel like, you're like, oh, I want to capture everything. But yeah, I like the mechanic, but I just wish it was a little more limited. And then the Fates one I like a lot more, but the problem with Fates capture is your units are so good and you get so much out of support bonuses, and we are not doing the bomb ring, by the way. You get so much out of like the support bonuses and stuff that while some generics are very strong, you're kind of better off just using the like standard units. They're going to fill up the skill issue counter. They are. I think if we get through this chapter, I'll be surprised. I put Pastelia in the thumbnail as a sort of being very positive, very positive about our prospects, but this chapter is miserable. I mean, this chapter normally isn't that bad, actually, when you have a good team. Our problem is we only really have Kagetsu and Ivy. Amber's dex is so low, I don't know if he'll hit anything. He won't. He'll have like 30% hit on things. Maybe 40 or 50 if he gets his personal off. So, this chapter. Oh my goodness, is this chapter annoying. So what happens on this chapter is there's about 50,000 freeze staffs. Yay. And reinforcements with freeze staffs, and flyers with freeze staffs, and they freeze you, and then you get one-rounded by most of these horrifying units. 54 physical attack, 35 speed. Silver Blade. Oh, it's the Silver Blade, so we won't double. Never mind. Where's something that will double? Yeah, 37. And there's worms everywhere, and the rocks. The rocks blow up, and the worst part about the rocks blowing up is they blow up at the start of enemy phase. So at the start of enemy phase, they'll blow up, and then clear space for enemies to run through and get to you. Now, there's two ways you can approach this map, and I've been trying to vaguely theorycraft this by watching my old, my old Let's Play, just so I could like desperately try and see what I did in that. And something you can do is you can go up the left-hand side and you can pull with Astrostorm and then just pull the bosses down, try to survive and kill them. Now, this is what we should be doing, but I just don't think we have strong enough units to do that. So what I think we're going to do instead is I think we're going to go up the right-hand side. We're going to kind of turtle a little, which I know Engage punishes you hard for turtling, but I think what we're going to do is just kind of move around here, deal with this side. This side is way less scary. And then maybe Astra Storm over to pull the bosses across here, through this tunnel here, and when they get to about here, then we'll kill them. One enemy on the right-hand side has a stat booster. Oh yeah, Goddess Icon. So, not really a good stat booster, but it's something. Give it to Anna. Okay, so what I want to do here is I think I want to warp over, like re-warp over. Because let's just get everyone together in a ball. The second that people are by themselves, they're going to get frozen. And when they get frozen, they are going to die. So let's get re-warp from whoever has it. Jean. And that also means some people are going to be stuck on this side. The main thing I'm just trying to avoid is having someone frozen away from where our restores and stuff are. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this, actually. I guess Hortensia will be here. I mean, we could under-deploy just to make this smoother, and I think we will. Because these scrubs are going to be doing nothing anyway, so I think this is actually better. Like so. And then we can do this, maybe? This is good. The first rock to the right is fake, because it will get broken right away in turn 0. Really? Okay. What, this one? That's okay. That's okay. We can move people to the right. We can move people to the right. Another reason for not trying to skip through this one is it's XP. If we actually take this relatively slowly and kill a lot of the enemies, we're going to get more XP, which we need. She probably doesn't need speed. I'm just going to mega buff Alir because obviously that's our game over condition. Now everyone else, oh, let's get Celica back on you.
Celica.
And then just carry on with the buffing. Enemy scaling are crazy, especially now you got this, we believe in you. No, the enemy scaling is crazy, and we have not got the right units left. Like I said, I think an over-reliance on Panette has left us a little bit dubious. Just a little bit. Kagetsu, my man. Come get your buffs. Or even give him the luck, the random luck tonic, why not? For good luck. We're gonna need it. Sophia. I'm still surprised that Sophia's still in here. Everyone seemed like all our kind of mid of the bunch units died apart from her. IMO, Engage has a big case of late game fatigue. I don't think so. On an Ironman maybe, but on a normal playthrough it's great because like you've snowballed your units so hard at this point and you've given them so many cool skills. You got to remember that all the SP and stuff we've used on all these dead units, all the stat boosters, all the gold on reclassing, giving them engraves and all that, that's all been lost. But if you haven't lost all that stuff, then you've snowballed pretty nicely. Okay, here we go. Can't put it off any longer. It's time. Time to emblem Engage.
We have to defeat Zephyr and Gris.
Yes,
Then...
we have to defeat Zephyr and Gris by immediately warping away from them. Yeah, so there's that boulder gone. Okay, let's get out of here because these griffins rush in and freeze almost immediately.
How do I look?
Come join everyone else. Nice. And you can just fly. Okay, so from what I remember, there are quite a lot of reinforcements on this map, but they're not infinite. So either we wait out the reinforcements or we just get to a comfortable place here and pull. I mean, is that going to be close enough, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it is, it is. So this is what I'm saying about Sniper. Like, Sniper is really nice just for that massive Astrostorm. Absolutely massive. Ah, they got perfectly overlapping ranges. That's very kind, game. Oh, good. All 4 of them can hit no matter where you are. Right. Let's start utilizing the scrubs, shall we? Is this a good idea? I'm going to engage for the half damage as well. I don't trust this at all. Let's not start off with instantly losing Kagetsu, shall we?
Let's hear it.
Right, and then let's move everyone else up as much as possible.
Any customers?
I will not falter. Give me a target.
We could even get a... Oh no, we can't get Fog in there anymore. It's more a personal thing, like after Micaiah Emblem, the game stops giving you tools gold, and there's so many Emblem paralogs, it feels like half the game is late game. Half the game is late game, yeah. The paralogs are pretty brutal, but then you've got to kind of think in your head they are optional. But yeah, I can agree with that to an extent. On my casual lunatic playthrough around here, the enemies did get way harder to kill. Oh yeah. The last like 5, 6 chapters are completely brutal.
Not a chance.
I would have preferred if the mages had gone first. I mean, we'll be fine here because we got Lagu's Friend, which, by the way, is a complete mess of localization. So Lagu's Friend is just something they made up. That's not what it is in the Japanese. I can't remember what it actually is, but it's something very different. Okay, we're fine. These chain attacks, I'm pretty sure in the last chapter, and maybe even Lumera's chapter, all of the backup units have Brave Assist, so they start like whacking you, and it's just, it's so scary. Why is Kagetsu using an axe? Because he is a Wyvern Rider, and I've given him an axe because he has really, really high skill. So he can use axe without a massive drop in accuracy, and it has the highest might. And he has enough speed that he'll reliably double with it. So he's an incredibly good axe user if you reclass him into an axe class, I find. We've had him in Warrior, we've had him in Great Knight, and now he's in Wyvern Rider. I can't make up my mind what class I want him in. Right, Morvier, let's see it. How much are you doing? I mean, it's more than what most units will be doing. It's something.
I act as her knight.
And it'll start giving him Speed Taker. We just want to be proccing Speed Taker a bunch. But yeah, look at this. Kagetsu, our best unit, with a skill that halves damage and chain guards, took over half health damage from that. It's so crazy, this late game. Right, Speed Taker me, please.
Precision power.
That's a respectable amount of damage. It's honestly not bad for a unit that came straight in and in a non-optimal class. I mean, like, oh. Okay, it's only those two. I thought for a second I'd already made a massive mistake. Right, Saphir. Hey, look at her go. Late game worms are really, do you have enough to one round the tanky boy 2 times before enemy phase? Yeah, I mean, we're going to be relying on Fracture and Saphir to deal with them probably. And Kagetsu might just wreck them. I mean, I don't think he'll one round them, but he'll get them low. the legendary the legendary one tile physic. I'll avoid that for now. We may as well great sacrifice here actually, because we can mend next turn and heal her back up. I did it Lear plus anti-chain guard. The extra 10% reduction is massive with Ike. Oh yeah. The Ike the skill that stops enemies from back-upping on you is wild. I mean, if I could have planned this out better, I probably would have sorted that out on someone. Probably Kagetsu, to be honest. Come on now, Alir. Anna contributing? Yes. If she hits. Yeah, actually, I could have danced to get more speed taker, and I still might. That might be better than giving Alir a kill, actually. Can I stand here? I can.
Come and get it.
See, Anna can still be somewhat useful. I gave her Lucina so she can back up. If we make her hold the 4 on, she has a free range backup chance. It's something. It's something, you know. The main thing with these scrubs is I tried to have them be able to perform even the slightest little thing. Now, the problem here, this is freeze range, but with this chapter, you kind of also have to just accept you are going to get frozen. You are going to get frozen quite a lot, in fact. So, it's not much you can really do about that. You just have to do... you just have to deal with it, really. Alright, let's just get these guys out of the blast range. When you get hit by these rocks, it's really not that bad. It only does a small amount of damage, but that damage does add up. Some of these units have Saizo's skill where they blow up when they take damage, which is kind of funny. I don't know if the intention was that you were meant to like lure them into the zones or something. Late game requires you to have everything like Speed Taker, Divine Pulse, Canter, Wrath, and possibly more for player facing. Yes, Engage, particularly the late game, is incredibly so a player phase game. Like you cannot take like lots of enemies on at all, which I like. I think that's an interactive playstyle as opposed to Paladin on Fort. By the way, Morvier is the real GOAT in the Fel Xenologue DLC. He is very good. Yeah, he is good in the Fel Xenologue, whereas a lot of units aren't. The Fel Xenologue is... I'm not a big fan. Right, let's try and clear a path. If we could deal with this worm now, that would be awesome. My only concern is it going to pull the enemies above? Do you like the DLC? I really, in terms of just the DLC itself, I think the DLC maps are fun. I think the DLC rings are fun. They're fun to use. I think the Fel Xenologue had some good ideas, but had a bad implementation. I think they should have made every aspect of the DLC, every aspect of it set. So you know how you have your bond levels and skills transfer over? I would have rather they just gave us those. Then it would have been like a puzzle. And that would have been fun, in my opinion. But no, they decided to make it slightly weird for no apparent reason. See, this isn't bad, and he's got 21% crit chance as well. But what I really don't like about the DLC is the fact that the majority of people played with it from day one, and because of that, there's a lot of... I need a fracture staff. Where's my fracture staff? Because of that, there's a lot of opinions that Engage is easy or Engage is like a complete, you know, walkover and stuff. And it's because pretty much everyone did the DLC. I mean, I think it was a mistake to put it on the map and make it look like it's missions you're meant to do. I love Emblem Veronica. Finally, Hero's got some recognition it deserves. I mean, yeah. When I first saw Veronica, I think I was a bit like, who? Who's this character? But when I figured out it was a Hero's character. Do I not have any fracture staves? Oh dear. They must all be in the convoy. I think I took it off, didn't I? Oh dear. I took it off for the Celica chapter. Yeah, there we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was like, who are you, love? And yeah, I think it is suitable to have heroes. If they're gonna have like the whole series, pretty much, it would be a bit weird to not have a reference to heroes. I pressed wait instead of star fuse. For goodness sake. Ah, that means we now can't do this because I needed to use the dance on Saphir. No, my classic yapping has met with failure yet again. Wonderful. We could buy left dance to fix this. Oh, that actually might be an Anna kill. The classic yapping. How many times have I done that over this run? The DLC was an opportunity to give us emblem shares. Yeah, they could have done shares. You need to focus wing right here, right now. Right here, right now, right here. That might be a bit of a dated thing. That was something when I was very young. Sadly, Anna can't move. Oh, this is all going wrong already. I like Veronica's summoning animation. It's so hero style. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think they did a very good job of, if you had to have something representing heroes, Veronica's pretty good. I mean, Reprisal is insane. Reprisal is absolutely absurd. That is such a strong skill. Too strong, honestly. I started yapping again and I forgot to... No, I think this is fine, actually. Yeah, this is fine. Do I really want to buy left dance here just to get with that worm? I mean... I'll have a look at... Oh! Okay, Higetsu.
You will get no
Surprisingly, they never added arm as a DLC ring. Yes. I think there's a few characters that probably should have got in that didn't. I think not having Azura, having Camilla instead of Azura is definitely a... They're gonna like this one option as opposed to this is the character it should be option. If you get what I mean, you know. Oh, they're definitely gonna be getting out their wallets for Mummy Camilla. Arm demoted into a bond ring. He did. And Seliph, yeah, Seliph. Well, the thing with Seliph though is if you're only having one rep, you're not going to have Seliph over Sigurd. Ah, she can't use her Brave Axe. No. But that's probably still going to be enough with Merciless, to be fair. But is it as cool as using the Brave Axe? Not really. Right, getting this worm out of the way is going to give us so much more breathing room because they are so scary. I mean, what's he hitting for? 43. He hits for 43 true damage, which one-shots every single one of the scrubs and Hortensia. Wonderful. So let's just fracture him and get him out of here, preferably. Come on, of course he's the last one. Please hit. Thank you. Hello, low star rush, I think. Doesn't reach. But this should be a one-shot now, I think. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Erica Ring OP. Erica Ring and Merciless.
Why do we repeat our mistakes?
Unfortunately, she's now in range of this Silver Great Axe guy who does 66. But that's alright. It's actually not even that bad, because she'll retaliate. Just shy of doubling him, though, unfortunately. We may as well give her a Leer bonus. Now, Kagetsu. Do I want to do this? So, there's no way of getting through these boulders until they explode, and they're not going to explode next turn, so we can actually do this. And I think we should. Looks good to me. Intelligent system hates F-frame so much they refuse to add him as an emblem ring. I mean, he is in the game. He just doesn't have any voice lines. But when you use Twin Strike, he appears, and his model's pretty decent. I mean, the thing with F-frame is he kind of screams of last-minute addition or last-minute change. I wonder if they were originally going to have F-frame and then they thought, we've got way too many male units, so let's do Erica instead. It's just a theory of mine, and that'd be why he doesn't have any voice acting, because by the time they came to do the voice acting, they'd already, you know, they did the model first, then they got the voice actors and were thinking, well, we're going to use Erica now, you know? Or Erica, I don't know. I change my pronunciation of that when I feel like it. Wow, Grasping Void actually kind of slapping. I guess they do have a magic stat, those guys. Ironic that Crumb and Robin DLC got the better treatment than F-frame. Yeah, true, actually. They could have done it like that. But, I mean, that wouldn't have helped the allegations very much if they'd had that happening. Oh, this is annoying. The endless freeze begins. Don't want to deal with those Wolf Knights. Well, I want to deal with them, but I don't want to have them hit anyone. Ooh. I still think Smash should have done bonus damage if you smashed into another unit. I mean, then there'd be more incentive to use it. If you could, like, bash a unit into another one that then cause them to take damage. My goodness. This map, man. Now, I've got to be really careful if the purple now comes on these rocks, because it's going to be start of enemy phase, and then they'll all move onto me. Oh, this is really bad, actually. Oh, no, this is really bad, because now all of those enemies, this entire block of enemies, are going to get to move as if this is open in the next enemy phase. So we are going to need to back off, and the problem with that is a lot of people are frozen. Oh, Kenkigetsu survived that, and great A for it. 60. 71 damage. He'd take 40 divided by 2, 20. No, he can't. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, game. Now, the problem with this is we don't have Micaiah. So we don't have Micaiah Restore anymore. What is the range on Restore? 3? Oh my goodness. Okay, game, be like that. It means we also don't have Micaiah Freeze. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, this could be really bad, actually. I think we're probably going to want to... Lin doubles. Got rescue? I do have rescues. Back to the corner again? Probably. The thing with going back to... Can we use Corrin's Gambit to stall? Yes, that's true. Who has Corrin? Zelkov. Yeah, he could stall this lot. Now the question is, does it jump across this gap? I think it does. Yeah, we can do that. We just need to move these units out the way. I'm sitting forwards. I'm in the gamer pose. It's time to start actually thinking about this properly. So... Why does Restore have to be free ranged? Okay, so we could actually be one tile further back. Every tile that we can be further back, I will take. Are any of you 2 rangers? Silver Great Lance? No. Hey, I was hoping I could bait a 2 range into a... So 6. So the furthest any of them are going to be able to move is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty far. Pretty far indeed, actually. We're going to have to really pull everyone back. So let's start pulling back the units that we aren't using right now. Oh dear. Ah, how are we going to restore, actually? Because then Hortensia gets bonked. The skill issue text below is covered by a bunch of characters? Yeah, it is. There's too many characters. There's too many that have been lost. I mean, where is the, like, it's here, right? She can restore from this tile. Then we can dance with see Dao, and he can move like here. Okay. I know this is taking a while, sorry, I'm just trying to visualize it all, and it can be a bit difficult sometimes, especially when there's like things that are about to change, also known as these boulders. I need to bear in mind we're still doing rescuing and stuff, so I can't be too keen here. The thing is, Zelkov might just die here, which is a real problem. Well, it's not a real problem, but it's annoying. In fact, it's not really a problem. I already said these scrubs are probably... Okay, that's a problem, because he can't actually run into position. He can't run to the point where he can. Oh, no. Do we have Ike up? We do, but he's frozen, so we can't reposition him over. And we couldn't anyway because of Hortensia. Oh, it's all going wrong already. Oh, dear. Right, let's get Alir out. Thank you, World Tree. Is that 20 dead characters? Probably. It's a lot. It's pretty much all of them. I was doing pretty well. Not to toot my own horn, but it was just the very last chapter we did. The one where the rings are taken from you. Oh no, they can all reach Saphir. Okay, so we're going to have to do something here. It's not the best use of it, but... Why can't I, Oh, because she's engaged with Erica. I was hoping to engage Plus to give her more dodge. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, we can bait. We're going to have to bait. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units can attack him, but then when we call doubles, more are going to be able to attack him. Well, they'll be able to attack the doubles. I'm just trying to think in terms of baiting. I think this is probably our best move for now, and then this. And... oh, this is messy. Because all these guys are coming in as well. We might just be losing here. I think I've already messed it up a little. Oh, no. Who is your favorite emblem ring with the most useful mechanic to use? I mean, Corrin's versatility is pretty nice. Lynn is incredibly strong because of everything she does. Speed Taker, Astra Storm, the works. Ike is awesome. I think Ike. It's probably Ike. The ability to... oh no. This is going to be really bad. A lot of people are dying here. A lot of people are dying here. Oh yeah. Morvier's dying here. Ah. But yeah, Ike probably. I think if I had to choose just one, Ike paired up with someone like Panette.
Alas.
Let the massacre begins. Yeah, we just don't have enough units left. We don't have enough units that can one round. This is an example of why Engage is just not an enemy phase game. You cannot enemy phase. Okay. Not my Saphir. Okay, if these guys want to freeze rather than attack, that's actually better for us. Okay, the 71 damage guys can't do much yet. How are we going to deal with this? I think my error here might have been Micaiah. Oh, okay, that's not. Oh, 7%. That's actually not. Of course he hits the 7%. I think my error here might have been Micaiahing right at the start, because not having Micaiah for group restore is big. Ah, goodbye, Sophia.
Luck.
Ah, she survived the massacre.
Reflexes aren't what they used to be.
She survived the massacre, but
like I'm out of
she's
time.
here for Massacre 2 Electric Boogaloo. Right, where's my folder? I might as well keep this folder open for this enemy phase. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more. Maybe not. But what do we do here? Oh no. Look at this. I might have been better off trying to do the crazy... there's not even any point having enemy ranges on. I might have been better off doing the left-hand side pull. I just didn't think I'd be able to survive, but this is just something else. Now, as much as I want to use it on that line... No, I do just want to use it on that line. See, now herein lies the problem. We kind of need to kill all these guys, but we can't because we just don't have units. Sophia was one of our units that might have been able to. And we used Goddess Dance, so we don't have Goddess Dance. Yeah, go home, guys, it's over. It might just be Jova. I mean, this is a lot of freezes. They can freeze, and so can we. So if we try and focus on the guys that aren't frozen, we can maybe buy another turn. Leave that for now. So everyone is frozen. Scrubs, restore, please. Restore our units that might actually be able to do something. Gotta be careful I don't run Yunaka out of restore range. Oh, he already has one, never mind. Oh boy. It's like half the enemies stopped. It is. It's not bad, actually, but the problem is the other half. And I just don't think we can reach these guys. And Sophia was a way of dealing with the Griffins. Now, ideally, I'd like Morvier all the way down there to maybe at least kill a Griffin. But the problem is, to do that... I mean, we can kill frozen guys, because they have to die at some point anyway. So we'll just do this, just to move him a little more for a dance or something. Does Seedal not have Headlong Rush? He probably doesn't have enough bond rank with Sigurd.
I cannot retreat now.
I think you get Headlong Rush at like level 7 bond rank or something. Yeah, he's bond 5. We still have Canter, so we can do that. Bam bam. Oh boy, we may as well start engaging and doing everything here. I think this is our swan song, ladies and gentlemen.
This ends now.
This ends now, I agree. This run ends now.
I live to fight again.
If Mangs decided to do an engaged draft run, would you join in? Absolutely, yeah, of course. Instantly. I mean, I don't know whether I'm meant to say this or not, but I don't know why I wouldn't be. But the FE6 draft run that he's currently doing, I was meant to be in it. I was meant to be part of that, but I've just been so busy for the last few weeks. So I've been away tons. I've been in London. I've been in Kent. I've been zipping about all over old Blighty. I've just been super, super busy. So unfortunately, I had to cancel a couple of weeks before it happened. But yeah, I'd do a draft run. I think I'd be awful in a draft run. I mean, you guys know how distracted I get just doing stupid stuff like chatting. I mean, imagine me trying to play super, super quickly. But it'd be a lot of fun. I'd be down to do it. Right, so... who are the enemies that really have to go? I think this guy has to go. But we don't even double him. Our free speed-winged, nearly entirely all the XP IV, nearly capped IV, does not double. Not even close. He nearly doubles her. Let's just deal with this guy instead then. Oh my goodness. Okay, what other tools have we got? We have Roy Fire, but he can't reach anyone to use it. But we could Roy Fire here across, and that will stop these guys, or at least it will mean only Amber dies. But to do that, we have to use our dance on him, which honestly I think is actually okay. I think that's actually going to be what we have to do here. I think that might be it. Corrin Fire would have been very nice here. I probably should have swapped Corrin onto Illyr for this chapter. Pray for a void proc, lol. True, actually. That is also something we could do. So how am I going to do this? I need to move in a certain way. I mean, I guess I could just do this. And then, yeah, that's good. Griffin Knights are the fastest class. Maybe? Wolf Knights? I think Wolf Knights might be faster. Right, Amber, your sacrifice will not be in vain, but this will actually buy us some time.
I won't lose. I won't.
Please don't kill Ivy. I hope not, but yeah, Amber's so dead now, but he might die so the others can live, because now these guys can't move in. I would love to kill one of these griffins. So how much does he do? He does 59, 25. She actually lives, so we could do a minor enemy phase strat. Zelkov's gonna die though. They're gonna go for Zelkov and kill him instead. But one of them will kill Zelkov, hopefully this one. And then this one will go into Ivy maybe. Ooh, that's a few enemies that can hit Illyr. I really... oh boy. Would have been nice if Kagetsu could have done a little more. Oh, of course, there's a bow in there, because why wouldn't there be, just to stop that last ditch attempt. I think we just got to keep Kagetsu in the wings for now. Okay, this isn't great, but we can't even bondage shield. Okay, here we go. Time for more death. We just don't have enough units. We just don't. Like, look, we managed to freeze and stall them there, and then what? We killed off one or two of them. Don't go for Illyr, please.
I won't falter.
Yes, I do go for Illyr, actually. Never mind. Oh, she crit on the second hit. Oh, no. I always get kind of baited by that, because she thinks she's critting. I thought that was 2 range there. This is Chris's ideal torture, slowly but surely. We losing ground each turn. Yeah. Goodbye, Amber.
Oh no. I messed up.
You did something, Amber. Hey. You did something.
I wanted to return home as a true legend someday.
You know, Amber's actually pretty good. Like, I will say this. We didn't use him, but he is really good. He has one of the highest strength growths in the game, outside of... well, it's like the same as Penex. So if you do use Amber, he will turn out really, really well. We just didn't. We just didn't. No! Don't kill Illyr this early. Come on, at least let us squirm a little bit longer. Oh, no. Hey, Morbier. Speed Taker. Actually kind of clutch. Crit. Oh. How dare you kill the alpaca prince? Oh, goodbye, Zelkov. 31. Oh, dear. Yeah, I was theory crafting this a lot, and I couldn't really come up with anything good, just because I didn't have any bond fragments. I didn't have gold. I tried to milk as much as I could, so I did like fishing. I did a bit of fishing and stuff for bond fragments, but losing Panat was always going to be disastrous. Oh boy. I mean, now we don't have Corin and we don't have Roy. So... And we don't have Micaiah Freeze. Oh, here comes reinforcements. I don't think there was enough enemies on the map. They did need reinforcements. I mean...
I'll manage.
And we can't engage plus because they're both engaged. Oh no. When I say Joe, you say the. Joe, the. Joe, the. If only we still had Gold Mary override. That was so good. And it was so silly how I lost Gold Mary. Look at that. The Silver Blade Lodestar Rush is so good. I think this is done, unfortunately. There's not much we can do here. Let's just embrace it with open arms. Because of how harsh you have to move the Joy-Con, it feels like I'm breaking them to pull the giant fish. Yes! I agree with that massively. Yeah. You have to really, like, yank it, like, come on. Yeah, I do wonder if it's just destroying my Joy-Cons, doing that to try and get 100 extra bone fragments. Worth. Look at the maps, this is how indeed, yeah. But, I mean, that's Ironmanning. I think Ironmanning Engage About DLC is one of the hardest things in the series, honestly. The only things I think are particularly harder would be Lunatic Plus, Lunatic Reverse, Conquest, Lunatic, probably. The thing with Engage is you have so many tools and you can abuse the game in so many ways. You know, you can do like Bonded Shield, 2-man only. You can do Avoid Spam, Thief only. You can do all these things. But if you're just playing just a standard Iron Man and you start losing units, it gets pretty tricky. It gets pretty tricky. I mean, let's just move Alir out the way. We'll let everyone have their last stand. Oh, oops. The fishing is more fun active than free houses. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather not do it at all, but I would definitely say it's better than free houses. Should we just see the cool Anna animation? She might even kill one.
I will never give up.
Excuse me.
Fight for your last, like Anna Round Saga's original story. Original story, eh? FE4 reskinned. So we gave up on Anna because she was leveling up so poorly, and then her next level was that. Wonderful. It's like that meme of like the guy digging for diamonds and he gives up just before the wall breaks to the diamonds. Typical. Let's just get Kagetsu in there as well. Maybe he'll eat a chunk of them before going down. I mean, I imagine they'll just run past him, actually, but... Anna's Fallacy. Is this fixed mode? No, this isn't fixed, but I imagine... I don't know this for sure, but I imagine this works like Fates, where on Lunatic, level ups are locked in from start to save. How's the run going? You've just caught the end of it. You've just caught the end of it. Here we go. GG. Oh. Now, if we'd managed to, the problem is that bow in there. If we had Ike still up and maybe Engage Plus, we could have maybe, oh no, we don't want Ike up, but if we could have Engage Plus, we could have maybe Engage Plus Kagetsu and just parade, but this is it. I mean,
Rest now.
there's just too many of them. I would never dare do an Ironman challenge. I could cry for days if my unit dies permanently and I can't just let it go. I was pretty upset about Panette going, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I like Ironmanning. I think it's good for stream content more than anything. Like, if it was just me playing Engage, it probably wouldn't be that exciting.
I always knew that.
Oh dear. Did we try Astra Storm in the boss? No. Again, we didn't have enough units. So, like, yeah, I have a sniper with Astra Storm, and I was vaguely thinking we could go left-hand side, Astra Storm turn 1. I wish we'd tried that now, because my worry with doing that was that we'd get overrun. But then we got overrun on this side, so... So, you know, lesson learned. It's all Jova after you lost Rosado. I mean, Rosado was turning out pretty good. Eventually, it just took him a very long time to get to that point.
The flowers been cut.
The flowers been cut.
I can't die here.
These death quotes are brutal. Yeah, is Speedwing losing? Speedwing's lost. Don't have enough units left. I just don't. I did not have enough units after the last chapter. And this chapter is brutal. Like, why are there like 30 freeze staffs? Down goes Morvier, maybe?
I have failed.
Right, he actually tanked that reasonably well. I guess he's got Speed Taker built up, so they're not wadding him. Just add insult to injury, freeze like the one unit I have left. But like, it shows how the AI works, that none of them went for Kagetsu. None of them did. They all went for the units that they could just kill or do a lot of damage to. These hit rates, man, yeah. That late game Engage hit rates are, if you haven't, like... The problem, I think, learning from this, I put so much emphasis into damage skills. How much damage can I do? Can I one-round units, you know? Whereas I think what would have been better... Let's do the funny Lodestar Rush before the end. Look at this, 10 times 9. An example of me putting a lot of effort into damage skills. I think I needed to spend more on utility. I needed dodging, I needed hit chance boosting. I just went for the one-shots, which was great when I still had the units that could one-shot. But the second they will go down, I got nothing left. Leveling defense to the end. That's the saddest part about this run, is this is the most crazy Alir I've ever had, and I've played hundreds of hours of Engage. I have never had an Alir as good as this one, and probably never will again. She was so good. Leveling defense every single level. Still being a combat unit right to the end, which
retreat now.
You can't really say for most Alirs. Kagetsu's gonna mow them down. I mean, realistically, actually, I'm kind of like... Maybe I should have put people on the death counter. We might not actually be out here. Wait a second. So are we restarting and running it back today? No. I'm not going to do Engage immediately afterwards. I will come back to Engage. I definitely want to finish Engage. I'd love to have an Engage Maddening clear. But next... I wonder what could be next. I have a few ideas. I don't know why I kind of shut down Windows pause there for a second. Play Tellius. Oh yeah, there has not been enough Tellius from all the FE tubers. True, I can start my 6 months of playing Tellius. I'm sure people will be very excited for that. No. Rev, question mark? Well, that's the thing. I would probably do a poll. But I can imagine if I put Rev on the poll, it will win. Without a doubt. So, do I just say I'm playing Rev and, you know, skip out the middleman? Anderon Saga? I could do Anderon Saga.
God of the end.
I could do. Yeah. If that's what people wanted to see, I mean,
Not be denied.
I wouldn't be adverse to
I
it.
only hope I...
Fate streams next. I mean, I want to actually have Fates. I mean, I know I did like 2 streams of Conquest like a year ago, and then I just didn't. No, I just never did it again. I didn't even lose the run. I just stopped because I was, again, really busy. Wow, Hortensia. Maybe these guys are just really weak, but wow. Okay. Oh yeah, Hortensia's just not going to die because she's got the Micaiah engraving. It's kind of funny. Tactics Ogre Reborn Iron Man would be cool. I would like to play other strategy games on the channel. I just think I should probably have a few streams of Fire Emblem before I start moving into doing other things as well. Wow, we actually... The reason I didn't put anyone on the death count is I just assumed that was it, but... The will to survive has persevered. My goodness. Rev is surprisingly hard. Rev is surprisingly hard. I don't think it's conquest levels, but on an Ironman in particular, the thing with Rev is you craft... It's similar to Engage in a way. You're going to be crafting very specific units for very specific roles. And then if you lose them because you're Ironmanning, that's when things get a bit funky. New mystery, lunatic. I mean, yeah, not reverse. I would not. I mean, if I did reverse, it would be like a 10-minute stream of us losing on the prologue. Hey, Speedwinghere, hello, hello. Micaiah rewarp LTC time. I mean, that was my plan. I'll let you in on my game plan for what I was going to do on the Past Alir chapter. Was I was going to rewarp, dance rewarp,
This ends now.
and then maybe warp. So like the triple
I'm not
threat.
afraid anymore.
I was just gonna leap across the map as far as I humanly could. Now, can you actually do that? I don't know, but I sure was gonna try. And maybe I would have also just Astra Stormed. No, I think I would have Astra Stormed with the 20 range sniper, let her run up, and then do multiple warps. Due to my schedule at work, I can't tune as much anymore, but I'll join when I can. Well, you can always just watch whenever. Yeah, that's fine. I've not been streaming anyway. I've been so busy past few weeks. Self-destruct. Why some of them have self-destruct? Who knows? But yeah. Revelation is the best. Conquest overrated and Birthright is mid. You're talking to the wrong man about Conquest overrated. I absolutely adore Conquest and I'm incredibly biased about it. Oh. He just eats the effective damage, man. Kagetsu. I still believe if we had Connect Kagetsu duo,
One less foe.
it would have still been okay, maybe. Excelblum soloed his KMU run. Yeah, but Excelblum abused... Look, I like Excelblum a lot. However, some of his strategies are incredibly tainty, and I know that's kind of his whole gimmick. But his whole, like, dodge tanking the full game... he knew that was going to happen. He kind of played you guys. He was well aware that everyone was going to kill off all his units, right? And then killing off all his units allows him to do the most broken strategy in Engage, which is an Alir solo dodge tank. So, you know...
Onigiri.
He sort of manipulated his audience into providing him with the easiest possible Engage run. which I thought was kind of funny, while making fat stacks along the way. I respect the hustle. It's still not over. If I remembered who died, I would cram them all on the screen. Emblem is no joke. That man's patience is something else. Yeah, exactly. I have a lot of time for what he does in terms of, I think it's kind of cool. Wait, if we can get Lin back, we could pull the boss. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, it still freezes, of course. Wait, we could actually pull the bosses and potentially beat this chapter. Maybe not if all these guys come in. Nah, not anymore, because we can't restore twice now. But yeah, Emblem, I respect what he does. He has a niche. I think it's good. It's just not for me. I don't find it entertaining to watch someone grind out a unit for 5 hours to then just one-shot everything afterwards. You know, but hey, there's a lot of people that do like that. And he's very successful doing it, so all the power to him. He's a funny guy as well, you know, I think that's the main thing. That's how he's able to do it, is he's got a good sense of humor and he's great at chatting, so him just grinding away for hours is fine. Nah, I'd win. If we still had Dal, if I'd taken this more seriously, I'd kind of submitted myself to the idea that we'd lost. It might have potentially still been on the cards. Maybe.
Come and face me.
But I think this is it now. I'm one of those people. Yeah, exactly. And I've watched some of his streams. I've watched some of his streams. Quite, you know, just if I'm like working on something that doesn't need my full attention, it's not bad side monitor content, you know. I caught a little bit of his chess stream. Was that yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before. That was an interesting premise. I want to see his face though. Why? I mean, I've never been fussed about showing my face, but I understand why some people are just like, nah. Especially if you're like a teacher or something. I know there's like a few FE-tubers that are teachers. There's like 2 or 3 of them. And like, you know, obviously then you don't want your kids finding out that you have a YouTube channel and harassing you about it and all that, you know. Man, this Alir is so bulky. Normally in Alir at this point we just get one-rounded by griffins. Bopper? Yeah, Bopper. He's one of them. And I don't know about Mecha. I feel like Mecha used to be a teacher. I don't know if he does YouTube full-time now, but I'm pretty sure he had something to do with teaching, but I could be wrong on that. Man, it doesn't even one-shot. Alright, R.I.P. and pepperoni. Took a little longer than I thought it would, but we are now here.
Fate has brought us here.
I love Fairghast. Do you know him? I know of him. I've never interacted with him ever. But I've like seen some of his videos. I think he was more of a presence like years ago. He was more like a big deal before I even had a YouTube channel. But yeah, I know of him. I know of him. He makes like those kind of documentaries, essays. I don't know what you'd call them. Used to be gas station, right? Bopper has amazing scripted stuff, but he's doing Final Fantasy. I mean, he had that Pokemon video that went absolutely obscene. Absolutely obscene. Yeah, I quite like Bopper. I think Bopper's pretty funny.
Forgive me.
I think he would be great to have as teacher. Like,
have I made a difference?
If I was, you know, a kid. Oh, Electri ++. Wow. Alright, let's see it. Goodbye, Alir. Would you ever try and know someone you'll engage Ironman? I mean, I'd like to beat an actual, a less challenging Ironman first. R.I.P. We tried. I mean, after last stream, I did kind of think in my head, like...
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Well... To be fair, this is now my new record. I've never beaten an Engage Maddening Ironman. This is the furthest I've ever gotten. ever. I think we did all right. I think we did all right. GG. Ah. Well, I enjoyed this a lot, and I will definitely come back to Engage. I think I will come back to Engage, not immediately, but probably in reasonable time. I've decided to stay. Sorry for the loss. Yeah, it's a leer over. You can opt to game over here. Oh, can you? How do I do that? Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it's a hard game. It is. It is a hard game. The problem is it's all to do with DLC. If you don't use the DLC, it's a very hard game. And to be fair, I use the well, which is in the game, but I know some people get funny about that. They're like, oh, you shouldn't use the well, but it's not DLC. But, yeah. This game is harder than Conquest confirmed. I don't know. I don't know. Engage has more tools than Conquest, but Conquest... I feel like Conquest snowballs a lot harder when you start losing, especially early. Like, if you lose a couple of units before Chapter 10 in Conquest, you're going to have a really rough time. I think Conquest is hard throughout, whereas Engage is relatively easy, and then up to the kind of Chapter 17 onwards is when I would say Engage actually gets really difficult, whereas Conquest is just hard throughout. I love the well, it fixes SP starvation. True. True. I think the well was a patch by them when they realized how stupid it was. What they needed to do instead of the well, in my opinion, was make it so everyone just gets full SP. Because the main problem with SP is you only get 50% if you have a bond ring, and you get 0% if you have no ring. So then characters like Pandreo that don't have a magic ring for most of the game and only get 50% SP. End stream now? Yeah, I think we're probably just going to call it here. I'm still finishing up a lot of stuff. I was really keen to get a stream in because, you know, it's been a while. But I'll be back soon. And I'm toying with the idea of trying to squeeze in maybe weekday streams. Might possibly. I'm going to do a poll on the community page about what people want to see. It's probably going to be Rev. But if there's two very popular ones, I might juggle two at once. Speedwing was here. Time to wait for your second attempt for Empress game again. Empress was a big issue. Empress was good, but she really hammered our early game resources by using them all on her, joking around. Because the first half of Engage is easy. You know, but the problem with the first half being easy is you get lots of good resources for the harder late game that you should use preparing for that. And we didn't. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I tried. And I will see you again soon enough with something else. Let's face it, it's probably going to be Rev. I'm not going to promise Rev, but it's probably going to be Rev. I'd be surprised if people don't vote for Rev. So anyway, I will see you guys then. Bye. Thank you for watching.